So you are thinking about moving to Arizona and you've kind of thought about Mesa, but you're kind of on the fence because you've heard some wacky things about the city of Mesa. Well, let me tell you, my opinion, there's 3 different parts of Mesa. And in this video, I'm going to break them down: the good, the bad, and the best. Don't go anywhere because we're going to get down to the details right after this. Hello, this is Sheryl Willis over at the Real Agent Now group right here in Phoenix, Arizona. And if this is the first time to our channel, you're going to want to click that little button and tap that little bell so that you are notified each and every time we release a new video. We are getting dozens of calls every single day. Look, if you're trying to find all the information online, it is almost impossible to really understand what you can get and where, how far of a distance it is for maybe a school or employment. Let me tell you, no one wants to spend half their life on the road. We want to hear from you. Give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email, days, nights, weekends. We want to answer your questions and we want to help guide you through the Phoenix metropolitan area. All right. Let's get started on this right now. Okay, you probably have been doing some research on either YouTube or another one of our favorite social media sites, and you're trying to find out where is the right place to live for you. Every time I put my little foot in there and see what's being talked about, everyone talks incorrectly about Mesa. And so I wanted to set the story in this video because there's a lot to love about the city of Mesa. Let me show you this map. Now I'm going to combine it with the crime rate area because I think this is really important to understand, again, when you're trying to understand where's Mesa? What's Mesa? All right, so here is the updated crime rate map from crimegrade.org. If you haven't used this website, I love it. It really shows you the different areas. But let me also point out, in some of these very remote areas, you can see the bright orange. That is because there are no homes. Nobody lives there right now. So if there's 0 residents and there's like 1 or 2 problems, like let's just say there's some kids out playing around and they get in trouble for trespassing, that's considered a crime, right? So you're going to have 1 crime and no residents, so that makes it really bad. It's not always exactly what you see here, but let's look at how I've broken down Mesa into 3 different sections. All right, Mesa number 1. Mesa number 1, this is going to be the oldest part of Mesa. This is going to be where the original Beeline Highway was. If you go back into the 60s and the 70s, when we had less than 1 million people living in our state, and we have 5 million now, just in Phoenix. So it just goes to show you how much we've expanded. And so Mesa number 1 is where you're going to find these really old, maybe rundown neighborhoods. And I'll be perfectly honest with you, I won't put my clients there. I wouldn't live there. So if I wouldn't live in an area, although I have a very large comfort zone, I still wouldn't put anybody right in these areas. Or if you're an investor, this might be a really good area for you. Housing is cheaper. You can get people that really are committed to being permanent tenants, and you don't have to have a whole lot of turnover. So for investment purposes, this is a good area to maybe consider. All right, I'm going to jump right in to Mesa number 2. Now, Mesa number 2, many of these homes were built in the late 90s moving forward. This is one of my most favorite parts of Mesa and has the most outrageous views you ever did see. Now, if you think about it, on one side of a mountain is Mesa, on the other side of the mountain is Scottsdale. Mesa is literally half the price. And in my opinion, this side of the mountain has the most amazing desert views. Superstition Mountain, and it is superstitious. If you believe in all this, there's all kind of history and stories that you're going to hear about what the money, the lost Dutchman mine, I'm telling you. There is an old ghost town that you can pop on into. You can even get some mining tours. You can go horseback riding. You can go mining for gold. This is such a historical part of Mesa. There is also the Salt River. one of the summer traditions, and if you live here already, you got to do it. If you haven't done it, and if you're going to move here, you got to do it. It's called tubing down the Salt River. Oh my God. And they have theme days. So you park your car way up at the top. You rent these ginormous inner tubes. Everybody ties up together. You want to make sure that you wear the good water shoes though. Anyways, you just float on down the river. You will get sunburned, bring SPF 10,000, and they have themed days. It is so much fun. The last one they just had was Pirates Day. Imagine that. Everybody dressed up in pirates and having a blast together. And then when you get down to the bottom, you take a bus back up to your car. So fun. You like kayaking? This is also a great area. If you like shooting guns, this is where I go to shoot outdoor range. I am telling you, outdoor everything in this part of Mesa at your fingertips. And if you're thinking, yeah, but I don't live the rugged life, I like luxury. You want to talk luxury? There are the most beautiful homes in this area. Want gated or not gated? If you want a sprawling estate that's a couple of acres, if you want horse property, if you want gated luxury, if you want a manned security post, I'm telling you, this part of Mesa is incredible. Lucinda's golf course, we are talking so many amenities in Lucinda's, it's not even funny. They have even their own private pickleball course, community pools, golf course, country club, I'm telling you. People don't realize that this part of Mesa exists. Now let's move on over to Mesa number 3. Now Mesa number 3 is the newest Mesa of all of them. You are going to find brand new construction and one of the nation's top subdivisions called EASTMARK. EASTMARK has been rated one of the top subdivisions in America for several years in a row. If you are looking for a family community environment where literally the community pool is unbelievable. They have their own community center there. You go pop in when you're in town, give us a call. We'll make appointments for you and we'll get you around to all these different areas. And if you're looking for new construction, let us know. We'll go in there with you the first time. I'll be honest with you. A lot of the builders are having some issues, just like everywhere else in the nation, with supplies. Like for instance, windows is a big thing, getting finished cabinets, appliances. This stuff is really going on. It's a real thing. And so homes that were supposed to be done in 12 months are now like at 18 months. Some of them are longer. Like it's just absolutely unfortunate. But not only are materials and supplies missing or not there, but the contractors to install them, they don't have enough people. And I have seen like job wanted signs that says now hiring, no experience needed. I don't know about you guys, but I don't want anyone building my house if they don't have experience. So be cautious on the new homes. But here's the great thing. It is amazing. We have seen an influx of inventory go up in the greater Phoenix area. Literally in April, we only had 5,000 homes. And then finally, the builders were like, we're going to stop holding all these homes hostage and we're going to put them on the market. I'm telling you, a lot of the craziness that's been going on the last few years is builder related. They had inventory, not enough, but they had more inventory than they were releasing. So they created a lot of this. So I'm not so happy with a lot of the builders, let me just say. But we now, instead of having 5,000 homes on the market, we have 15,000 homes. Now we should have about 22 to 23,000. So we're still low on inventory, but it's gone up quite a bit. And of those 2,000 new homes that popped into MLS, half of them are within 3 years old. So you don't have to wait for new builds. I remember back in the day, it seems like back in the day, a year ago, people wanted to go into the new construction. They wanted a brand new home. They wanted to pick everything out themselves. And they're just starting to close now. And you know what? They were loving that appreciation trail. They would lock it in for 700. And then when they were time to close, it was worth 800. Well, those days are kind of gone. And it was kind of a trade-off. Like we're not going to see that much appreciation anywhere in the country, but here in the greater Phoenix area, we are still going to see a higher demand than we do inventory. So we're still going to see appreciation, but it's just going to be moderate. Now, the one thing that is guaranteed to go up are interest rates. So best thing is to buy a resale home that's only maybe 1 or 2 years old. And I don't know why Arizona people do this, but we do. We move around a lot. Like the average family only stays in a home 4 years. So if you're looking for a newer home, First of all, Mesa number 2 has a lot of newer homes, but Mesa has new homes with relatively really newer homes, right? So we've been able to get a lot of clients in to homes that are only 1 or 2 years old. And now you can have inspections. You don't have to worry about things not done correctly because it was before the craziness. I'm telling you, the EASTMARK area is going to be insanely amazing. So here's what's going on. Right next door is a place that used to be called Legacy Sports Complex. It's now called Bell Bank Complex. It doesn't tell you really what it is. Club sports are so popular right now. Even the lender I work with, their daughter goes clear across town like 3 days a week for practice, and they're out of town, it seems like, almost every weekend competing all over the West Coast. This is a big deal. And let me tell you, right next door to EASTMARK is what is literally the country's largest sports complex right here. It's insane. It is unbelievable. And even if you're not into sports, like your kid is into soccer or baseball, volleyball, tennis, whatever it is, they have an outdoor adventure park. They have restaurants. I was about to say restrooms. I hope they have restrooms. They have a pickleball. The pickleball thing is insane. Everybody goes out there. I'm telling you, they have concerts. They have events. It's going to be amazing. And then right next door to that is Mesa Gateway Airport. Look, we all know that the big airports are great when you're going international and stuff, but I hate the long lines and the parking and this, that, and the other. Well, you know what? Mesa Gateway is like going back in time. It is this small little airport that only has a few little like smaller flights available, like to weird places. Like I was thinking here in Arizona, I was going to go up to Yosemite, and there's a flight from Mesa to Yosemite, and I can even go to Yellowstone. It's those weird like small puddle jumpers. It's Allegiant Airlines, and so the TSA, like, I'm telling you, it is so easy to get in and out of this airport. And there's none of the big, there's not the 737, 747s. It's the smaller ones, like puddle jumpers, like I said. You want to go to Palm Springs, pop out of this one. Anytime you're going to go anywhere, you're going to be looking to go from this airport because it's just so easy. And we also have a huge influx of technology companies that are going out there. So not only is the old GM proving ground out here, but we have all kinds of technology companies that are moving out there. Facebook is opening up a data center. Google is opening up out there, and so is Apple. So with that technology, the higher income, these amazing communities, like I said, called EASTMARK, there is now shopping being planned for this area. We're talking high-end, open-air shopping centers. It is going to be the new, I don't know if I would call it Chandler or the new Gilbert. It's going to be a new entity of its own, and I'm telling you, you're going to want to get in now, because when we talk about where you're going to see the biggest appreciation, you're going to see it in the areas that people are not yet totally going to, and then the city is going to grow after they are there. All right, guys, I'm telling you, there's so much in Mesa, and I really feel like everybody completely misses out because they see online that Mesa is just wonk. There is over 500,000 people that live in Mesa. Over a third of them are family with school-age children, so there's huge, family, community kind of events. There is a ton of education and schools out there. We have ASU that's just outside of Mesa. We also have the Polytech campus is also right over there by the airport in the what I call the Mesa 3 area, right? There's AT Stills, there's ATSU, both are physical therapy schools. There's all kinds of art schools. There's community colleges. There's MCC, which is Mesa Community College. There's Chandler Gilbert Community College. There's Rio Salada Community College. You want to talk about education? There's more education in the city of Mesa than anywhere else in the greater Phoenix area. And here's one thing that Mesa has that no one else really has is public transportation. There's a light rail. So we have this little tiny light rail. It goes from Mesa through Tempe to the airport. So when people are looking to buy in Scottsdale or Chandler, we never mention that we have a light rail because it doesn't serve those cities yet. But if you live in Mesa and you're looking for public transportation, especially if you're going to be flying out of the Phoenix International Airport, it's fantastic. And if you have a child that's in ASU, this is a fantastic area to live just east. And it's surrounded by freeways. We have 60 at the southern part. We have the 202 loop. We have the 143 and the 101 heading north. Did you notice that I said the in front of everything? It's kind of a thing we do. All right. And downtown Mesa, although they're working on things, it takes a good 10, 20 years to do a whole redevelopment. They have been working on it for a while. There's some pretty cool things that are popping up. My favorite part is spring training, Cubs Stadium. Even if you are not a Cubs fan, you have to go to a Cubs game if you are out here. I'm telling you, they are the best fans, and it is the funnest stadium in the entire Cactus League. All right, guys, look, if you are thinking about moving to the greater Phoenix area, there's so many more cities than you probably know are here. Give us a call. Let us walk you through everything. We'll have a Zoom call with you, ask you a bunch of questions about what's important to you now in your future, your family, whatever it might be, and we will help introduce different areas to you that you may not know just by looking on Zillow or Redfin. All right, guys, until next time, please comment below, follow my socials, and we'd love to hear from you. So pick up that phone, give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email, days, nights, or weekends. We got your back when moving to Phoenix, Arizona.